Cozumel, Mexico. Hold on. Had to close the had to I had to lock the shut the door. She conducted business out there while I'm doing business in here. So what's going on, really, ready travelers? We are back. Okay, I'm gonna give it about a minute or so. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what transpired last night, as well as how today's excursion in Cozumel went. Okay, so we're gonna hang tight, let a couple people get in here, let people get in here. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I know everybody's working or whatever, so you guys will check out the video later when you get off. You know what I'm always gonna say: like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, share, and like, share. Sing it with me: like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Only take you a half a split second. Smash that button. A lot of people, the funny thing, Ready Travelers, y'all been watching my videos for a while now, and the majority of you guys don't even sub. I've been on this ship for 3 days, and everybody that's been on this ship has subbed. Should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. If you're watching me and you haven't subbed, you should be embarrassed. Okay? Because you guys know me a lot longer. They know me for 3 days. Like, share, subscribe. Ready4AllTravel, man. You know that's what we all about. All right, so I'm gonna give it about 30 more seconds because, like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody's out, out and about doing their thing. And they'll tune in later on today, and then they'll get that little piece about the like, share, subscribe, and feeling a little bit embarrassed and say, well, let me go ahead and subscribe because Richard getting on our nerves. So that's what's going to happen eventually. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Last night, I recorded, because now, let me start it off this way. Last night, I recorded a video live that was called Love and Marriage, the game show. Okay. Now, in previous Love and Marriage game shows, they are very, very funny. It's just like the game show Love Connection. I know I'm dating myself. For the older folks about my age and older, they will understand and remember the Love Connection. When basically what happens is you have a couple that gets together, one goes off stage, the host asks a series of questions to see if their mate know the answer. And not Love Connection, I forgot the name of it. Leave a comment if you remember the name of it, but it was something like that. And then vice versa, then the man would go off stage and they would ask the wife the same series of questions, a different series of questions, and see if they actually know each other. Okay, so that's how the premise, and on past ships, it went similar to that format. It was very entertaining, very hilarious. I mean, and this is adult themed, so that was choice words used and stuff like that, and wild stuff is not edited for TV. It's just out there. So I've seen it a couple times, and it was hilarious. So when I saw it that they was going to do one on Allure, I was like, okay, let's do it. Let me go down there and document so you guys can watch it and laugh, and have a good time, enjoy it. Okay. So when I got there, so before I even talk about that portion, what happened was we had oxtails for dinner because it was Caribbean night. So everybody was in their Caribbean clothes, Caribbean theme. So they had oxtail, carrot goats, and all type of Caribbean type foods. All right. Now, this is the reason why I had to cut the video short. Is because okay, so it started out delicious. It was great, because it's in the Windjammer. Anybody that's been on Royal Caribbean know the Windjammer is hit or miss. Some days they got the best food that you ever tasted in your life, international type dishes, and some days it's not even worth the price of admission, okay? Even though it's included in your purchase. All right, so I can go up to Windjammer right now and get a bite to eat if I want to. But anyway, with that being said, I went ahead and had the oxtails, and it was good at first. All right. So I was drinking wine, eating oxtails, knocking it down, having a good time, eating the beignets and all of that stuff, and felt great at first. So by the time I got down, because around that we ate around 6:30, 7:30, somewhere around that time frame. So by the time the Love and Marriage game show, I started recording it, I started feeling bad. Okay. Stomach was started bubbling a little bit, and I knew it wasn't the boo boo. The boo boo. I knew it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was like bad indigestion, heartburn, And then I started sweating. Like, oh Lord, I said, did they give me food poisoning or something? I was like, now, because I mean, mind you, y'all, if y'all watch my news videos, y'all know that sometimes you can get gastrolitis. I guess I forgot what it's actually called, but and a lot of that happens because of people on their poor hygienes, and then unfortunately they bring that on board the ship, and then it gets passed around and stuff like that, gastritis or something like that. Anyway, so I'm thinking, is it that? No, because that's like more of a sharp, severe pain in your stomach, and then you have to boo boo, and then you can't stop boo booing, and it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's real bad. So, but I knew it wasn't that. Okay, so as I'm recording, I'm starting to get tired, extremely tired. And that's not me when I'm on vacation. I'm like an energizer battery. I'm all night long. So I had to cut it short because I wasn't feeling well. So that's why I only recorded half of the game show. The people that they pulled up for the game show, they wasn't as funny as what I've seen before, but it takes a lot of moxie for you to actually get up there and expose yourself and with the vulnerability of your relationship to 1,000 people. Yeah, so all in all, I would never say that they was garbage because it's hard to do and be entertaining at the same time, but so it was okay. But I had to cut it short because I wasn't feeling well. And so I literally came up to the room, crashed out because I knew we had an excursion to do the next morning. So miraculously, through the course of the night, whip, wham, bam, alarm clock went off at 6 o'clock because the excursion started at 8:30. So we had to get up at 6 o'clock, get ready and everything to be out for the excursion by 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then we actually got on the trolley at 8:30. Now we're going to talk about that. I woke up, I'm fine, I'm healthy, I'm ready to rock and roll, I'm getting ready to get it in, have a great time, so you ain't got to worry about it. Okay, so when we get on the, we wake up this morning, quick wash up, everything, brush your teeth, we head out. We had a light breakfast, a little bit of eggs, some bacon, washed it down with some kombucha. Now this is the key. I'm gonna give y'all a behind the curtain. Once again, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't endorse these products. I don't get paid for these products. I'm just showing you guys what we use to keep it pushing. This product right here, you can get it on Amazon, okay? It's a probiotic. It's for your overall gut health. This right here is Sunshine Muscat. It's for a regular size bottle of water. But we have these big liters of water. So you put 2 of these in 1 of these. Now, mind you, drink a little bit of it down, about that much down before you pour it in here, because when those probiotics, because it's billions and billions of cultures, it's going to fizz up. And then you got a mess that you got to clean up. So drink it down about right there. And then pour both packs in. If you have a big bottle like this. If you got a small bottle, just 1 pack. Shake it up. Let it sit for a little bit. And then drink it. And them little bad boys will get inside your gut and start making magic happen. Now you may have to go let them leave your body too now, because they be getting in there, but they be fighting. What, like, God, they be tearing it up in there, man. So with that being said, that's a very good product. All right, leave a comment at below, and I can go into more detail. I'm clowning a little bit, but real talk, it works. I take it with me every time we go out to sea, and I also have some electrolytes that I take as well, because we're in basically Central America. It's hot down here, so you're gonna sweat. But at the same time, we take those probiotics, those electrolytes as well, put that back in our bodies, and we nonstop. For us older folks, we are getting it. You know what I'm saying? Having a great time. Okay, so with that being said, we headed down to the pier. We got down there, was sweating, and I have a portable little fan like everybody else had, but we've been trying to downsize our luggage. We still haven't succeeded. Okay, that's the one thing. I know, I'm a travel agent, and I should know how much luggage to bring. I should know this by now. This is our fourth or sixth cruise. We should have it down pat. It's hard because you might need this, you might need that. Oh yeah, don't forget about this. Like my favorite. This is my jug that I take with me. I ain't used it yet. Okay, and we're on day 4. Okay, didn't need it. So we're still working on trying to down. But when we first started cruising, we were bringing 5. We took half the house. We literally should have went to guest services and asked if we needed to change our address and zip code to our stateroom so we could get our mail here. That's how much stuff we brought with us. Okay, so within the course of time and experience, we've downsized from 5 bags to 4 bags to currently we're down to 3 bags. And now we know we need to even go down a little bit lower, down to 2 bags. Because it's just amazing. It's crazy because like I say, it's everything you always want to try to pack what you think you're going to use. And in actuality, you don't even use it, Of course you need your essentials, toothbrush, toothpaste, wash. You don't even need a wash rag. It's just like a hotel, floating hotel. So leave a comment down below, and then I'll go into detail of what you should and shouldn't bring, even though I'm still trying to get a wrap around it myself. Okay. Now, so we get down to the pier. And the reason why I explained that is because I have a little fan that I looked at from the last cruise, and I said, we ain't gonna need that. So I left it at the house. Okay, and guess what? 8 o'clock in the morning, Cozumel, Mexico, 85 degrees. And the sun ain't even out yet. Could have used the fan. You see what I'm saying? So it's hit or miss trying to figure out what you need to bring, what you don't need to bring. Okay. So with that being said, should have brought it, but we didn't. So anyway, so we get on the trolley, and when we get on the trolley, because the trolley tour, it takes you around the whole island, because Cozumel is the island. It takes you around the entire island and show you all of these places and give you the history of Cozumel and everything like that. Thank goodness that trolley was fully air conditioned. It was like a mini fridge when we got on board. So it was like, whoo, thank goodness it feels great. And so by us leaving out so early in the morning, a lot of the local stores and restaurants weren't open just yet. Okay. So they was in the process of opening, sweeping the front, and putting their product out front and everything like that, which you will see in the video once I get everything posted by the time we get back to the house. Okay, so everything was nice and lovely. So when we start out on the tour, the first place we hit was a little small market. And before we talk about the market and stuff, because like I said, you're going to see the video. They believe in bartering. Okay, now don't be extra cheap and insult their intelligence. Okay, if they tell you that the price is $20 and you say I give you $2, that's bullcrap. Don't do that. We ready travelers. We're going to show respect to the people, the locals, and what they're trying to do as well. But they also believe in bartering. Bartering means you negotiate the price as long as it's an equal price for each party. Everybody's happy. Never go for the first price. Okay, so when they say $20. Cut it in half, 10. And then they're going to probably meet in the middle at 15. Now, if you want to continue, then 13, and 14. Bam, there you go. Now you got your price. Everybody's happy. Keep it pushing, okay? But don't insult their intelligence. We're ready travelers. We're better than that anyway. If you're watching my channel, you know that we hold ourselves to a certain decorum, all right? So if they say it's $40, $50, then, cut it in half. And then start the negotiation process from there. Okay. So we went to the first place, and it was nice. It was great. A lot of good stuff, but the more it's more or less like a I don't know what part of the city or country you guys are located at, but if you got like thrift stores, they're more like thrift stores. So the product is good. You could tell that it was well taken care of and made. Hold on. I mean, by all means, say hello to the Ready Traveler since you're getting ready for the night.
Hi,
You,
Ready
you
Travelers.
see what you're doing, right? You're on vacation, supposed to.
Is this
Okay.
the one that you had and it made you kind of funny?
No, that's the different flavor. Try it. But it didn't make me sick or anything. I think what made me sick was those oxtails. Try it. It's from Australia. But anyway, so it's authentically made material like the leathers, wallets, boots, ponchos, um, all of that stuff is authentically made, and it's well put together. But like I say, the only other okay, yeah, now the camera's following you. We're live, by the way. The only other issue that I have with that is that they're not pushy. Okay, so you don't feel overwhelmed, but they like, hey, how you doing? Come take a look. We got stuff for $20. Okay, $10. You see, so it's fun as long as you enjoy the bartering process. And if you say you're not interested, they're not gonna haggle you and try to make you buy or anything like that. They're very nice people, very very hold on, let me turn this off because it's motion sensor. I got this new motion sensor gimbal, and it's trying to pick up any motion. So when she moves, it was trying to follow her, but then I'm standing here moving, so it was getting confused. Like, where should I go? Where should I go?
With my eyeglasses.
What should I do? What should I do? Eyeglasses right
You
here.
know, my reading glasses. You see that?
Okay. Pause 1 second, guys. Let me get her situated, and then I can get back to you guys.
It's not in there.
I don't know where. I didn't touch nothing. Guys, if you're married or a girlfriend, use that phrase. It won't me. I didn't touch nothing. And keep your hands in your pocket so you won't be accused of something. So that's what I tell them. I don't touch the stuff. So then she can't say, well, you moved it and you touched it and then you.
It was right there.
See? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Like, share, and subscribe if you got the same problems. Leave a comment below. But if you're scared, see, but did I touch it? Case in point, did I touch it? I told you. All right, so where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Very unprofessional. I know. She's unprofessional. Shh, don't tell nobody. Very unprofessional. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And ladies, if your man is that way as well, because I'm not just gonna say it's all women like that, because I know some, especially my mama. She probably sitting back there right now talking about, no, it's men too. It's men too. So, ladies, leave a comment if your man is like that as well. Okay. So now equal opportunity. Now, if that's the only two. Leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I almost walked into something right there. I'm gonna leave that alone though. But anyway, so with that being said, it's like the stores, the local stores around there. Now, mind you, there are two different types of areas down there. Okay, you have, like I said before, the thrift store type setting, and then you have the department, Macy's, and their versions. That's obviously going to be way more expensive than anything. So we was basically riding in a trolley around the locals locations. Okay. Now the housing and apartments and the rentals and stuff like that, Airbnbs here in Cozumel is very, 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 very cheap. Okay. The guide told us that he rents a 3-bedroom house, $200 a month. Yeah, stop the presses. $200 a month. And he said, now I might be wrong when I say this because I don't remember exactly what he said, but I think he said his light bill was $40 every 2 months. Yeah. They also have free health care here, okay, by the government. Now, the only thing that's bad about it, he said, on average, there's 1,400 people that live on the island year round. He said more come from the mainland when tourist season picks up, and it influx the population. Okay, so but he said on average there's 1,400 people that live there in Cozumel year round. Now, out of that 1,400 people, they have two government sponsored hospitals. So that's basically 700 per hospital, 700 people per hospital. Okay, so it's 700 people per hospital. He said, well, if you go in there with a stomach ache or ailment, he said, you go in there that morning, you won't be seen for 2 hours. And then when you get, by the time you leave, it's early afternoon by the time you get up out of there. But you're taken care of, okay, and it's free. Then they also have other hospitals around the island that you can go to as well, but that's insurance sponsored, and you have to actually pay out of pocket or whatever, or if you got insurance, then you use your insurance, but you're going to pay something. And he said that's quicker service. You get in, you get out, you get your medicine or whatever the case may be. Pharmacies, if you know anything about Mexico and pharmacies, they have everything from everything legal stuff that's not FDA approved in the States. They had it there. I didn't even want to record that stuff because I'm not going to promote that stuff. I just wanted to let you guys know that it is here down here. Just like, how they was doing the illegal enhancements with the body parts. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube either. So, when they make everything look outrageously big, front, back, side to side, and it looked hard, like they fix a flat in there or some kind of it's just a mess. Okay, it's not flattering at all, ladies. It is not good for you health wise. But like I said, we keep it 100 here at Ready for All Travel. I digress. We're going to continue on with the excursion. So we left through the first thrift area, and we moved to the second thrift area. Was a little bit better. It was nice as well. It was cool. And the family that was sitting with me, their name is Kwame. I'm going to go ahead and say his name. His name is Kwame, and his family was a very nice family. And we got a chance to chop it up a little bit. And they promote family wellness, love, relationship, things of that nature. So we exchanged information, and later on, I'm gonna try to do a YouTube. I'm gonna try to do a interview with him on our channel and let him go in further detail. They're from Seattle, Washington, and great people, and that's what they specialize in, relationship happiness and stuff like that. So I want to give Kwame and his family a special shout out, let you know we thoroughly enjoyed our time together, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you, and hopefully we'll cruise again as well. Cool people. All right. So we met them, and then we ended up going to the tequila wine tasting area. Now this is like downtown in the central area. And just like you'll see the video. It's just like the prior video, the wine tasting about the agave, and if it's not from Mexico, then it can't be called tequila. And it was good. It was good. It was good. I mean, I can't really beat a dead horse on that because it's like, my opinion, by me not being a heavy drinker, the coffee tequila, I really did enjoy it. If I had to buy tequila, because I really don't drink tequila, if I really had to buy some, that's going to be the one that I always purchase. For some reason, I just like the taste of it. It's real nice and smooth. It tastes like coffee, but it's not strong at all. I can tell you that it will sneak up on you, but as far as actually being that aftertaste, that burn, no, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's a nice, smooth, mellow coffee taste, but it's made out of tequila, and that's the one I like. Now, all the other ones, pretty good. Now, they're very pricey. If you think the ones in the state are pricey, he said the reason why these here in Mexico are very authentic is because of the simple fact that they don't put all those preservatives and all the sugars and stuff. That's why he said when you drink tequilas and you wake up with a headache, it's because they overseas they pack it with so much sugar and everything. It takes the natural flavor out of it, and that's why you end up with a headache because of all the sugars, which makes sense. Sugar give you a headache, make your jaws tight and everything like that, and it's not good for you. Here, they make theirs without sugar, okay, and it tastes good. Like I say, the one thing that I picked up also on the tour was that the darker the tequila, the better quality and taste it is because they let it sit in oak barrels and cherry barrels, and they got a 6 month tequila which is white, all the way up to a 20-year tequila which is dark cherry red, and that was delicious too. They let us taste all of those as well, and that sits, like I said, 20 years. Then they had one that was 18 years. Then they had one 10 years. They had one 5 years. They had one 3 years. Then they had one for 6 months, and that one was strong, boy. Ooh, oh, she was a beast. Oh, she was a beast. You take that one, boy. It strip. You can strip paint with that bad boy. What Method Man said, it give your chest hairs a perm. Oh, she was tough, boy. She was tough. Ooh, whew. But the second flavor after that was smoother. That was more of a cherry finish. See that lineup. So when I took a picture, strong. The one at the other end was very smooth. That's the 20-year jump. Okay, so it goes like that or like this. If you're watching me, So you'll see it and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So after that, they let us loose for about another 30 more minutes. The tour itself was 3 hours long. Obviously, I'm not going to go step by step for 3 hours trying to tell you step by step. I'm just giving you the gist of what we did. Then we left from there and we went to a chocolate tasting place. Now, when they said a chocolate tasting store, we was thinking that we're going to get a nice little chunk of chocolate, Oh, okay. And this, what, peanut butter? Oh, okay. This is made out of whatever. When you go in the grocery store, those little Hershey little baby chocolates that you're supposed to mix in with the batter and tear it up, make your own cookies. Cut that in half. Yeah. So that little bitty thing that you put in your batter and you make your cookies, cut that in half. And that's what you had to taste. By the time it hit your tongue, it dissolved, and they're like, did you taste it? No, I ain't taste nothing. I ain't taste a daggone thing because it wasn't enough chocolate to taste anything. You needed, and they had it in a little dish like like caviar come in, or well, some of y'all don't know what caviar is. That's fish eggs for the ones in the back. Okay, so you know what garlic come in, the small little garlic jars like that, or mustard jars. It was about that size. It was literally about that size, about that high. Okay. And she had tweezers. Yeah. And it was like, you taste that? I'm like, no, I can't even see it in the palm of my hand. Pop. No. You needed to take the whole thing and toss it back to get the flavor. Okay? That was trash. And y'all know I don't like to criticize, but that was trash. And then they had the audacity to say, this is what the price is if you want the real thing. I said, well, I ain't about that because I don't know what it tastes like. But you'll see those videos too at the same time. Okay? The tequila here is very expensive, but it's worth it. It's like I said, you talking about, well, actually, you know what? In actuality, they're about the same price as the ones in the States. But I will say that the taste is if you like that Don, because I can't say it, if you like the Dons and all those types, they will crush those. The P1, the Perons, y'all know what I'm saying. The Perons, crush them out the water. Even though they are guave as well, but they packed with too much sugar. He said, these will not give you a headache or a hangover. So that's why they drink it all the time over here, because there's no headache or hangover. And they're also municipal. They have certain ones that's for municipality, healthcare products and stuff that has the agave fruit in it. Okay. They have this agave honey that has zero alcohol in it, and you can use that to make cakes. That honey was real good, but it doesn't have any alcohol in it. You can mix that with your cakes, breads, and stuff like that. You can use it for topping. You can use it as a garnish and stuff like that for Thanksgiving coming up. You got your cornbread. You can pour it in there. Your honey cornbread, sweet cornbread. I also cook, by the way. I'm probably better than everybody out there. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what your favorite dish is and what you make, and I probably can tell you that I can beat it. Yeah, I'll pop my collar when it comes to that kitchen. I ain't fronting. Keep it one double O. I do more than just sell travel dreams and vacations, baby. I'm good in that kitchen too. Yeah, I'm good in that kitchen, baby. I'm good in that kitchen, baby. Good in that kitchen. All right, so after that, we like I said, we rode around the island. Locals was great. The ambiance was great. The trial, if you come around this time, it's gonna be warm. And then it started sprinkling a little bit. Not too bad. Like I say, when you watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's the Cozumel experience. It was great. It was wonderful. Well worth the price for the excursion. And you go to the Royal Caribbean app because those prices are subject to change all the time. That's why I never tell you how much it was, because it could be $2 today, $200 tomorrow. Price subject to change all the time because they have specials, they have sales all the time going on for the excursions. Okay, so one last thing I want you guys to remember as well. If you don't purchase an excursion and you decide that you want to go out into the local area and then purchase something outside of Royal Caribbean or Carnival or whoever, mind you, if you're not back at the designated time, oh damn, there's the ship way out there in the water. They will leave you. Can't make it up. So my recommendation, the earlier that you purchase your excursion through whatever ship you're selling on, and I will remind you once you book with me. If you book through Royal Caribbean, if you book me for Royal Caribbean, then I'm going to make sure if you do take an excursion, you take it through the Royal Caribbean app. Same thing with the Carnival app. Book your excursions through there. That way you're accounted for. They're not going to leave you if they know you on an excursion. But if they don't know where you at, one monkey don't stop the show. The show must go on. And they're going to be like, there's YouTube videos of people running down the pier. Wait. Yeah, they like that. And people standing out there like this, wave, bye, we're going to miss you. What's your cabin number? Because we're going to get your stuff for you. Bye. So keep that in mind. If you want to purchase on your own, it's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, it is. But you run the risk of getting back late. All right. So that's about it for the Cozumel experience. Like I said, it was a great time. Well worth the price. The only drawback that I have, like I told you, I wasn't feeling well this morning. And we still had to get up. I had the alarm clock set at 6. And you got out of bed in stages. So you open up your eyes at 6, you stretch at 6:20, sit on the side of the bed, wondering why did you book an excursion so early at 6:45, quick wash up at 7. You see what I'm saying? So you're getting out of the bed in steps, okay? But even though I didn't know that, because when I purchased the excursion, it didn't tell me what time it was going to go. It just said that you was booked, okay? Once we got the ticket, we found out at what time we was actually supposed to be out on the pier and stuff like that. Okay, so like I say, that's about it for the Cozumel experience, Cozumel trolley tour. I do recommend it. Just take your butt to bed a little bit earlier. Make sure you're on time. Enjoy, see the sights, meet the locals, bring a limited amount of money. I would recommend, because I always say bring $15 to $20. Reason why I take such a low amount of money, because I know what I can spend, and then I know what I spent. So I'm not taking $200 out there with me, because then I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. And then you got all this stuff, and then you're lugging it back to the. So I would say for Cozumel, $30, because stuff is not that expensive. But like I said, they believe in bartering. So you get to barter with them anyway and bring the price down. So you get maybe 2 or 3 trinkets and stuff. I only brought, I think I brought 15 with me. So I wasn't able to, I could have purchased some stuff, but I chose not to because I really, like I say, we're still trying to narrow down our packing. All right. So we already got a lot of stuff we got to pack back up. All right. So it was like, ain't no need to try to do all that stuff. And, but like I said before, that really pretty much is it about last night as well as everything that we did today. Like I say, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you like. Ask me any questions. I can help you guys facilitate your next travel dreams. Like I said, Kwame, when you check this out, man, shouts out to you and your family. Very cool family. They're into relationship therapy. Like I said, hopefully we'll get a chance to do a video with them and do an interview with them so you guys can get his information as well and, figure out if you're in the Seattle area, be able to look him up as well. All right, guys, that's wrap it up. We're going to clean up, freshen up. And tonight, I think, is white night. So you guys get a chance to see me clean and all my all white and everything like that. I'll probably go live later on, probably about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. All right, so with that being said, and as always, may your path be clear, your sail steady, and your ventures extraordinary. Come on now, we keep it real. Like I said, we're not cookie cutter over here. We're not copy and paste. 10 things you shouldn't do in Cozumel. 5 things you got to do in Cozumel. That's not us. We're not about that. I'm going to tell you what it is, what it's all about, and we go from there. Cozumel, the truth behind Cozumel. They ain't going to do that. Cookie cutters. Cut that shit out. It is what it is. All right. From all of us at Ready for All Travels, cheers.